Welcome. My name's Derek and I am the Hill Jack. We live 15.8 miles from the geographic center of Arkansas. And this is what it looks like here. Fall's really pretty. Fall's always pretty here. There is some trees that's just downright shedding leaves to save themselves because we're in a drought. But fall's my favorite time of the year. Today at 11 o'clock is my mother's funeral. And we get to put all that behind us. That'll all be over. So that's going to be a good thing to get it behind us. I love my mother, but we've waited over a week to have the funeral because things were busy. Get it behind us and make more progress. We talk more about fall, more about good things. Like that. Yeah, I'm out here walking the road. My new road in the woods. I'm going to be working on it more. I'm going to be filling in right there. Putting about another 9 foot of fill in there to bring this all up so it's not so steep. But everybody that's been walking this road's been enjoying it. It's been a good thing. And I tell you what, I don't spend too much of my time watching that TV. I'm out here in the woods. Now, I used to watch TV too much. And, I suffered a lack of sleep trying to keep up with all that news. Now, I'll still talk about the news briefly. That's a fact. But I just skim over it. And I get the details. The fine details. And then that's enough. Ain't no need in watching all them reruns on every channel of the same news. I'd rather talk about the pretty woods and pretty trees. And this nice, crisp fall weather. And my projects. And I got plenty of projects to get on with. And I look forward to 90% completing a bunch of them. It seems like a lot of my stuff goes about 90% finished. Usable, but not perfect. There's very little that I finish 100%. Most of it is just good enough. And that used to be my channel name here, was Good Enough. And I decided to change it to Hill Jack. And many of y'all don't know what a Hill Jack is. So, I'm going to tell you. Well, it's a jack of all trades and a master of none, as they say, and I live on a big hill. So, I just decided that I'd call myself the Hill Jack. And, it's a pretty good description. I'm walking under my big traco here. I need a bigger one. Anybody knows where there's like a 350 or a 400 at? I'm going to be needing one in the future. That 260 is strong, but I need a bigger one. I got a lot of earth to move. Although I'm retiring from working in subdivisions. I've got a lot to do on this place. And I'm still going to be selling shale, building house pads around, but not no more in subdivisions, because I ain't leaving my equipment out overnight. From now on, my equipment comes home, or stays at home. It's just the best way. Then you ain't got to keep no insurance on it, because insurance on equipment is expensive. And that drives your overhead way up. And if you're paying insurance, all the time, you're liable to have 90 days when the equipment ain't even working and you're paying all that insurance. Then they're making money off of you not working. I'm out on that. But I'm in on this. I'm in on these pretty woods. and my road. Yes, sir. Well, I just thought I'd get on here and tell y'all that it was 48 degrees when I got up here this morning. It's a beautiful morning. We're going to have my mother's service at 11. And then we're going to have a feed. Family's going to be well fed when we're done. And probably just take off and coast the rest of the day. And in the morning, I'm going to be on a traco doing something to this place. And I might be on here in the morning making y'all a video about what I think about this earth. You know? And by what I think about this earth, I mean about how ridiculous it is about Israel and Iran and all them over there. And about how they talk about them all the time. I'll tell you what, for somebody that's going to have a war, they ain't very good at it. They just lob a few bombs here and there, and then they take a break, and they talk about how they're going to retaliate, and we're going to bomb you some more for 2 or 3 days, and then they lob a few more, maybe 40 more, and then they take a break. Who ever heard of taking a break when you're in a war? But, you know, they lazy. They the laziest wartime bunch I've ever seen. That bunch over there, ain't none of them nothing but racist and lazy. They too lazy to have a good war. Yep, I said it. They too lazy to have a good war. That's exactly right. All they do is waste a little bit of money on things that go kaplooey. And then, most of the time, that is out in the middle of the desert somewhere, where there ain't nobody or nothing. So, and I still need practice looking at this camera. I'm going to have to put me a little circle dot on here, around the little camera hole, where that I know where to look, so that I don't look off over here like this. I want y'all to be able to see me. Yeah, I'm walking by the other traco. I got it all greased up. Tightened this track up yesterday, actually. I'm going to take my leaf blower and blow the leaves out of the turntable before I get back down here behind me digging. But in the morning, the old case will be slinging dirt. And the mini X over there, it's right over there, be digging the rest of that water line. Get that done, and may do a little bit of traveling. You know, I need a little bit of travel. I spend very little time on recreation, not enough. You gotta start getting some recreation into my life. Well, I'll tell you what, I want all y'all to take it easy and have a good day today, as good as you can. And be sure and tell your loved ones how much you love them and all that kind of stuff, and how much you appreciate them. All right? And I'll get back to y'all tomorrow about 10 or 11 o'clock, if not before. Talk to y'all then.